All right, y'all, we got the SD translator video from the right note. I'm gonna leave the original video in the description. Let's see. And we got a real Scouser successful Rat in the chat. W Rat in the chat. And he's gonna let us know any of the words, phrases, or anything else specific about the words being used in here. Let's go. Look, this is how you know SD coming up, y'all, because the last person I saw him do this for was Yeet. And that was like his peak. So I'm already knowing EsDeeKid on top. Let's go.
So you can actually understand him, because clearly some people can't.
What is he saying?
It's hard to decipher what he's saying.
Baby, it scares you.
Y'all need to listen harder.
So baby, kind of
Your ear gotta adjust. Once your ear adjusts and you hear what he's saying, it's crazy.
In case you don't already know, EsDeeKid is a rapper from the UK who's made hits such as Phantom, Four Roars and LV Sandals. Being from Liverpool, SD speaks with a Scouse accent, making him difficult to understand even if you're from the UK. But even if you can get past the accent, SD uses a bunch of words and phrases like plod, jabber and kidder that you might not recognise. So I've made it my mission to make an EsDeeKid translator, just like I did with Yeet 2 years ago.
Oh, this is the guy that did the Yeet vid. Okay, that's even funnier.
But first, I wanted to see if I could get SDEs added to a pre-existing translator like Google. I'm just now realising that SDEs sounds like STDs. I might have to workshop that. Anyway, the last time I tried to reach out to Google, it didn't go very well.
Can I speak to Steve Jobs, please?
So this time, I spoke to their main competitor Bing, because they have a translator too.
Hi, welcome to Microsoft Support. My name is Pooja. How may I help you?
Hello, Bing. I'm wondering if I could speak to someone about Bing Translate.
Sorry?
The first person that I spoke to was surprisingly helpful, and after I explained my issue, she transferred me to a colleague. While waiting for my call to be put through, I started to sing to myself, unaware that she was still on the line.
Louis V. Sandals.
I'm just transferring the call to the relevant department here, Cameron.
After that embarrassing hiccup, my call was transferred.
My name is Hassan. How may I help you today?
Oh, hiya. I'm assuming your colleague filled you in. Basically, I'm trying to get a new language added to your translator. It's called SDEs. It does sound a little bit like STDs, but it is not. It's not STDs, but it is just as catchy. Do you think you might be able to help me with that?
May I know which language you want to add in your PC?
Yes, it's SDEs.
STEs.
Yeah.
Is it a language?
Yes.
I thought we were getting somewhere, but then...
No, there is no language like STEs.
Well, some would argue that there is.
No, there is no language like STEs.
No, it might just not be appearing on your end then, mate.
Now you put the gaslight. I love this crack video style, bro. I mean, who gets to officially determine something as a language? Like, does it have to be like certified, or like, how does that even work?
Do you think that is something that you could add to Bing Translate, Microsoft Translate?
No.
Okay, so things didn't work out with Microsoft, but who needs them? No one uses Bing, Xbox sales are down, and Bill Gates was friends with the New York financier. Instead, I decided I was going to make my own website and call it EsDictionary, but I couldn't do that myself, so I reached out to web developer Cyrus, who's helped me with videos in the past. I sent Cyrus a logo for EsDictionary, as well as a list of words and phrases that EsDeeKid uses and their translations. All that was left to do was to wait for Cyrus to put it all together. In the meantime, I reached out to an absolute legend in the Right Note community, linguistics and language expert Dominic Watt, aka the Yeet Professor.
I'm dead. Yo, I gotta go back and watch that Yeet translator video.
For those of you who don't know, I last spoke to Dominic 2 years ago and showed him some of Yeet's music to hear his thoughts. His nonchalant reaction and insight into Yeet's use of the English language is arguably the best part of that video, so I was excited to speak to him again. Hiya, how you doing?
Yeah, fine, thanks, yeah.
Well, the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about today is our previous interview. It seemed like you weren't aware that the video had sort of taken off. It seemed like you'd gone back and watched it. I want to know what your thoughts were on that video.
Well, I thought it was very positive. I loved the video. I thought it was really funny. I learned a lot about your project to translate ETs into ordinary English. The video.
He said translate Yeeties I'm dead, Lil Crank.
Got 2.3 million views at the last count. You know, it's obviously resonating with fans or just, well, anybody.
Well, as you know, I'm planning to talk about EsDeeKid with you today. It seemed like you had gone away and listened to him.
Yo, he really about to blow up EsDeeKid and Scouse artists with this video.
What did you think to his music?
It's not what I would listen to out of choice, I guess. It's not really my type of music.
Got VVS, you got fake gems like a.
But I can appreciate the artistry, the skill. It's really dense.
Yo, this guy's funny. Let me run him his light. What's his name? Right though, yeah, this guy's funny. I love the little edits. And casually vibing to it.
If you look at the lyrics, it's really skillfully crafted, I would say. I mean, we don't know much about the man, do we? He likes to keep his identity secret. One of the ways in which he reveals his identity is through that accent. It's really unusual to use that, I guess. That's part and parcel of his identity.
Bro,
and it lends.
When I first heard EsDeeKid rapping in that accent, I was like, nah. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? I was just like, nah, this some rap like I haven't heard before. So yeah. And then he really is a good like lyricist too.
I guess that's part and parcel of his identity, and it lends a kind of authenticity to the performance, which would be missing, I think, if he adopted some other accent, some more expected accent, if you will.
At this point, developer Cyrus was still working his magic, so I continued talking to Dominic about some of the words and phrases that EsDeeKid uses.
Okay, well, let's take Plod first of all. It's been around since the 1960s, and it seems to have caught on as a result of the work of Enid Blyton, the children's writer. The policeman character in those books for kids is called PC Plod. As far as I know, that's the first time that the word has ever been used to refer to a police officer. The other ones you mentioned.
Yo, is that really the first time it was used?
Kidda would just be a diminutive term, a way of describing a small kid, like a term of endearment. Almost at the same time, it's come to be used as a term of disrespect as well. Kennel, then, slang term for a house. The connection there with a place where you house a dog would be, you know, a fairly straightforward one. Jabber or Jabba, you know, it brings.
So are they saying that kennel is like a bad quality house, like a trap house, or is it really just house? We say Plot, Busy's, Pigs, Matrix. Damn, Pigs Universal, no way. Pigs is all over. Jabba is a joint. Now we just say kin. It's a way of saying house. Also, y'all say kin. Yeah, I'm about to go to the kin. Go to the kin. That got a little aura. Kin, the gaff. The gaff or gaff? Gaff or gaff?
Kennel, then, slang term for a house. The connection there with a place where you house a dog would be, you know, a fairly straightforward one. Jabber or Jabba, you know, it brings to mind obviously the character in Star Wars. There's 1,000,001 slang terms used for marijuana. So you think about Mary Jane, for example. You've got the M and the J there, marijuana. I suppose that's just a natural link there. Could be that the J in Jabber is related to that.
By now, the website was ready, so let's have a look. Okay, here we have the first draft of S Dictionary, aka the EsDeeKid Translator. I mean, Cyrus has kind of brought my vision to life here. I mean, we've got SDEs on the left, English on the right. The only thing to do now, I guess, is test it. So let's go with Kidda, shall we? Kidda. Man, there we go. Let's try Plod, police officer, estate Ken, housing estate, yep, that works. And last but not least, let's go for Divvy, idiot, yep. Alright, so Cyrus...
Divvy as idiot is crazy. Damn, I like that one better too. Yo, chat, I might gotta do a song where I use Scouse lingo. You might gotta go for it. I've been wanting to do that though, like, I have that as a song challenge in the tut though. To do a song with like words from different languages or different parts of the world. I might gotta use some of these little chat. Estate kin.
That works. And last but not least, let's go for Divi. Idiot. Yep. Alright, so Cyrus has done a pretty bang up job with this, to be honest. I mean, it looked exactly how I thought it would look. It looks fantastic. So I guess we can check it out round the other way now. So let's put in housing estate. Estate can, yep. Following our test, I asked Cyrus to make one extra addition to the site, so users get recommended what to search, and set EsDictionary to live. Now all I needed to do was to find some visitors, and I had someone in mind. I've put together an EsDeeKid Translator, like I did with Yeet the last time we spoke. If you're up for it, I thought I could send you the link to the translator, and you could sort of have a play around with it, have a go.
Sure, yeah. Okay, Kenny for ketamine. So yeah, I've just typed in Jabba, as in Jabba the Hutt, and marijuana's come up. Seems to be working. Let's try kennel. Yeah, house. Okay. Excellent. Is this restricted just to EsDeeKid's lyrics?
All of the words and phrases on there are stuff that he has said. There's still maybe 100 terms on there, and that's going to be growing at some point. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to make it specific to EsDeeKid because that's sort of the whole premise of this video and everything. But I mean, it also does kind of function as a Scouse translator as well.
Excellent. Yeah, very good.
Although I appreciated Dominic having a go on the website, I wanted to test it with a wider group, so I decided to branch out to Reddit. In EsDeeKid's subreddit, I posted the following. I made an EsDeeKid translator, basically a Scouse translator, so you can actually understand him. Enter any phrase that SD uses, like plod, Ezzy or Kenny, and you'll get an instant translation. I call it EsDictionary, and you can try it out by using the link in the comments.
What's good, gang? Welcome to the stream, little one. How you doing?
Let me know if I need to add anything. Hopefully my Reddit post
this is like, I know the EsDeeKid fans love this.
will drum up a decent test audience. Let's have a look. Okay, here we are on EsDeeKid's Reddit then. I made the post yesterday and I'm going to have a look and see how well that's performed. I'm a bit worried that the post might not have received any likes or comments, or might have been
they definitely saw that.
removed because I'm pretty sure my notifications haven't gone up since yesterday. But the moment of truth, let's have a look. Scroll down. 121 upvotes. Okay, so people have seen this. And we've got 18 comments on the post as well, so let's have a look through. Okay, so the first comment I'm seeing is from NoTry149, who's gone ahead and clarified some of the meanings. So they've said that Jabba means joint / spliff specifically, so it's not a blanket term for marijuana. A tens isn't 10 grams, it's usually a bag of weed that costs £10. Scatty doesn't mean scatterbrained, it means disgusting. And Arkid technically means brother or cousin, but can also be applied to close friends. Okay, so some good constructive feedback to start with then. I will go ahead and look into those meanings and make any changes to the website if I need to. This is fire. As someone whose first language is not English, I appreciate this so much. Someone's put here, have you tried scraping his top 10 songs on Genius and doing a big ChatGPT prompt against your current database? And the reply to that is, you guys are such geeks. Crazy people don't know these. Someone's replied to that saying, not everybody's a Scouser. This is amazing. And
wait, crazy people don't know these? Like, come on, it's slang. No one's gonna know every single form of slang. That's just unreal. It's too many types of slang and too many languages. That's just impossible.
MFAO. So most of the comments so far are just kind of commending the idea, I suppose, but some of them do have some constructive criticism. So like I said, I'll do a bit of a deep dive into some of the meanings here and make sure that they're all correct, and I'll continue to keep an eye out to see if I need to add any more phrases to EsDictionary in general. So there you have it. EsDeeKid was difficult to understand to non-Scouse listeners, but not anymore, thanks to EsDictionary. Bill Gates, eat your heart out. You're not even one of the top 15 richest people in the world anymore. You can try the EsDeeKid Translator for yourself by heading to esdictionary.com or by clicking the first link in the description. Thanks again to developer Cyrus and language expert Dominic. You can watch my full conversation with Dominic by clicking the second link in the description. But for now, here's some words to live by.
I want to encourage people to think differently about language and think of it as something that they own, not something that's sort of pushed on them from above through school or whatever. They're just as much owners and sort of tradition keepers almost, if you want to put it that way, of a language as anybody else.
W message. Facts. We control the language. It's up to you to choose if the language is going to keep you in a box or if you're going to be defined by it. And that's one thing I love about rap. I feel like it allows that creativity to like be sort improper, so to speak, with it, because it's poetry. You could express it however. You could create your own language. Like in this case, EsDeeKid, to us it feels like his own language because we're not Scousers. But he's representing his culture with it, which I think is so cool. Like, I've always loved language since I was a kid. You know, that's why I've always like tried to learn different languages, talk to people from different cultures. It's just so fascinating because it's so many different ways to go about saying the same thing. And each language, each accent has its own like unique just sort of way of getting across things, right? Some languages and accents are very melodic with how they sound. Some languages, your tone dictates the word, not the letters, not, you know, it's your tone. The way you say it determines what word you're using or how you're communicating. So it's just so fascinating, like all different parts of the world, how everybody uses languages, even within the same language. That's one thing I also think is really cool. One language can have so many different dialects and accents and slangs and all of that. That shit's fire. So W video, yo, this shit about to blow up crazy. As a scouser, it was so surreal to see the reaction to the first rapper I actually understand word for word. Most understandable British rapper. I hate when someone gets popular in SD's case and then you get certain people trying to shame people for not knowing. Yeah, it's always gonna be like that, but you know, that's how you know that somebody's blowing up, when you get those sort of people and the people like, oh, y'all weren't here for the beginning. Like, that's how you know somebody's coming up. Wow. This is the mark when SD will get more cornier every day. It was a good run while it lasted. Damn. It's like, do you want corny from day one? You wasn't there. Oh my god, I literally just saw all of it in one post. That shit is lit. This is lit. Yeah, someone said they understand EsDeeKid more than Central C. I mean, I feel like once you get a hang of the accent, you can understand what he's saying more, but when your ears adjust to it after listening to it for a minute. WVid, y'all make sure to drop a follow to the Twitch, pull it to the stream. Let me know any recommendations for videos or music y'all want me to check out, and I'll check it out. But you gotta come to stream and let me know from YouTube. Till next time, and see y'all on the next one.